Welcome back to another edition of Birds of a Feather, the CoEd edition. It's been a while, a couple weeks have passed, but it's actually fine because it's a bye week and it feels like it's been two bye weeks because I forgot that the Eagles play next Monday night, not this Sunday. So they get a
Not Sunday,
lot of
yeah.
time. But welcome,
Well,
your
they need
co-host.
it.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
I said they need it, so it's good. Perfect time
Yes.
for it.
Last time I did a solo pod, so you hear my voice, my voice from my fellow co-ed. Welcome back, Eddie B. How you feeling? Oh
Hey,
God,
good to
it
be
would have
back.
been me.
Sorry,
I would
I was
weird.
MIA last time, so
Yeah, it's okay.
sorry I was MIA last time. So,
It's okay
but
because
yeah,
I'm fine when it went without you. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I still need the male perspective. So you are coming back, right?
oh yeah,
Anyway,
I was had a rough week that week. That's all.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so.
I figured we talk before the next game, which is Monday night. Like I said, obviously a lot of activity happened at the what trade deadline, which was since we now in November. So we now know that the
Which
Eagles
is
have
good.
accumulated Jalen Phillips,
Mm-hmm.
as well as who is the
Jair
quarterback?
Alexander.
Oh yeah,
Jair
Jair
Alexander.
Alexander, who they got from the Ravens,
And
which I don't know how quick that transaction was, why that didn't work out, but I got him, and then another guy that I don't know where the other dude came from.
Michael Carter
Michael
second.
Carter the second
He's from the Jets. They came from the Jets.
from the
So
Jets. Okay, so there you go. This is why I need Eddie sometimes because I don't do my research all the time. Okay, so first of all, your thoughts on how they came back Kelly Green game against the Giants. Obviously, a flip of the first meeting because they whipped our butts. So that comeback was due. Um,
yeah, I think they were a little pissed off, so they came out ready to go.
ready to go.
They were a
Um,
little upset. They were a little upset,
yeah,
and it was rightfully so. You got beat by trash ass Giants, so
yeah. And there was no reason to look as bad as unprepared as they did last meeting because they had
oh
less
yeah,
guys in defense that game than they did. Actually, no, they were still missing some guys on defense even this matchup. So, but they looked better prepared than the last matchup.
yeah.
So, okay, so your initial thoughts on well, prayers up to for Scatterboo as well because he had a nasty ankle injury. He's out for the rest of
Oh
the season, which is
yeah,
horrible. Had some tendons and mixed up in there, so that's even worse. So he'll be in rehab for until like at least the beginning of next season, which is horrible. But and then
yeah.
without him, and he still has no neighbors, which is their best wide receiver. So Jackson Dart's out there with nothing. He just got Darius Slayton and some guys. So, uh,
Yeah.
but how did you feel
I
like they looked
mean,
that time? It was a Kelly Green game, so they usually
yeah. I mean, the offense looked good. I mean, they kind of they started fast and then cooled off, which is the opposite of what we're used to usually. So,
yeah,
you know, but yeah, I mean, they wanted to make a statement, they
yeah,
still against the Giants because, that loss was a fluke. Like
yeah,
they just went, like, I mean, they came off a short week, came in unprepared and didn't look good, but they cleaned it up this week. So that's all that matters. So,
yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, I'm excited about. I wish it was Sunday night, not Monday night. I'm like,
I
damn it,
kind of do.
Monday night.
I do
Hey,
too. Yeah,
I
I
think we
feel like
always play Green Bay on Monday night. Why is that?
you're right. No, you're right. Because I feel like, and even honestly, real talk, going back to the very first game I worked at at the link was a Monday night game, and it was against the Packers. That was my introduction to barely getting any sleep and having to go to work the next day after working a
Uh,
Monday night shift. That was a long ass night. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, they seem to like the Packers on Monday night. It's interesting. Um, I tell you one thing, I prefer to watch us on Sunday night as opposed to the crap watching the Cardinals beat the Cowboys ass.
oh man, like, some of
You
my
know?
heart's breaking. Some of my heart's breaking. Like
Woo!
the Cowboy fans were crying
Yo.
to
Especially
Jacoby Brissett.
watching Deron Bland get bypassed by Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, dude did a whole flip in the end zone trying to defend him. And that went viral because they show CeeDee Lamb on the sidelines going, oh, like, God damn,
Yeah,
died.
that was wild.
It's
Like,
embarrassing.
like you guys getting beat by Jacoby Brissett, huh? Hey,
I mean,
who
come
now?
on.
Now who's starting? Who's gonna be part of somewhat of a quarterback controversy because they
Yeah,
can't bench him yet. Like they've been playing
no.
so much better with him in, so they can't. I think
Mm-mm.
Kyler, speaking of a bust, Kyler Murray is a bust,
I
actually. I
do
mean,
think he's a bust. Yeah, I'm convinced he's not for the NFL. I've been
yeah.
convinced for a long time, not even just because of his height. I think it's just because he just doesn't have it. Um, he had a choice between football or baseball. I think he should have took baseball personally. I never thought he was really NFL type of dude. It just never had it to me, which is why the Cardinals always managed to look mediocre. Um, but
Yeah.
they look like they had taken their Wheaties or something that night because the Cowboys and to beat the Cowboys at home, which is even worse to get beat by the Cardinals because I think they probably saw that stuff was a win so easy and they just were like, what the
Oh,
hell
you
is
know
going
they,
on?
you know they were poking their chests out. Like, we're gonna win this game.
Oh yeah.
Like, nope.
And the sad part is watching Dak on the sidelines going, I don't know what else to freaking do. Like I'm doing everything I can do. Y'all dropping passes, y'all I'm throwing over you. Like it was just nothing. But going back to the picks
Yeah.
though, what are your initial feelings about the Eagles, about Howie's
I,
bye
I
week
like
transition?
I like them. They're all like
Stable.
they didn't give up much to get these guys, and these guys have potential to be really good. Like if Jair comes in, is able to get to his return to his farm,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna be great. Like and then the guy with Carter's good off the bench too. You got a guy from the Jets, and you already know that Phillips is a sack machine. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's had like even when he hasn't played whole seasons, he had 7 sacks, 8 sacks, 9 sacks, and that's not even playing a whole year.
Right.
So I mean, imagine what he does like, and then when he's in a good rotation, where he doesn't have to play every down, and he's gonna come in and he's gonna do some damage. Like I was watching the film on him, and he's pretty good. I mean, he doesn't over pursue a lot, which I like. So he kind of
Mm-hmm.
he effective in a running game because he doesn't over pursue for the
Mm-hmm.
sack. So I mean, he knows when to go for it. So and he's of course he's happy to get off the bum ass Dolphins and come here. So
who who isn't? Just like Michael Carter's glad to get out of the Jets
oh
hellhole.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably like, thank you, Lord.
Yeah, yeah. I forget, was it him or Jalen? And one of them waived whatever clause it was that they were supposed to get an extra 5 million just to leave. They were just like, no, just cancel that.
He's
I
like, I
don't.
don't want it.
You're like, I don't want it. Like, seriously, get me out of here. If that's like me. I'm like, if I can get a new job that pays more money, I don't care what it costs me. Just take me.
I mean, you're going
Um,
to a team you can potentially get another Super Bowl at, if not this year or the next 2 years.
yeah.
Why would you want to stay there? And the team is
Right.
not going anywhere, has
Right.
no potential to go anywhere.
Right.
So I mean, that's just like
So
it's like a big upgrade for me. Woke up Monday morning just like, oh man, feel good this morning.
I'm just saying. But I mean, you look at Sauce Gardner, you see how happy he was to be a Colt within 24 hours
Oh,
of him getting traded. Like some people were like, "Is he worth 2 first rounds?" I'm like, "It's not the point. The point is he wanted to leave."
would
So
I gave up that much for him? Probably not. But
no, I think the general consensus is he's not worth it. But at the same time, it's like, you
I
know,
bet you Howie could have got him for less.
Howie would have, and he probably still would have came because Howie is a professional bullshitter. So he can sell sand to anybody and tell you it's water in 24 hours. I just feel like at this point, and they said that apparently that he technically got back the picks that he started with in the end. So he really kind of didn't lose anything apparently. So
No, because they for Jair they gave up a 7.
mhm,
They gave up a 6 rounder, got Jair and a 7th rounder.
mhm,
So they kind of swapped picks pretty much. I mean, 7 and 6 don't mean much,
mhm,
but and then they had what three? They had three first rounders,
yeah,
three third rounders anyway. So they gave up one of them
yep,
for Phillips, and potentially if he has a good year and he leaves the Eagles, he can eventually get a third round comp pick or third or fourth comp pick for him. So you do the math, you just flip that pick back. That's all you really did.
And see,
So,
this is the method of the madness that I never understood up until like what the last two drafts, because now I'm understanding why he was always so gung ho about moving up and down and getting more picks,
mhm.
because he was always thinking long term, I may need these picks when it comes trade deadline time and stuff isn't working out. So now it makes sense. But before I used to be like, why does this man always seem like he's never sure about any goddamn
I,
thing?
like
You
how he
know?
plays how he plays the long game. Like he
Yeah,
does
he
not play
definitely
around.
does.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got
I
I mean,
mean,
glad we got him and nobody else does. 'Cause,
yeah, and I'm still a little mad about Zaire Smith. Still not, and I know we don't know, and we probably don't have to know, but I still feel like that could have still been something, you know. But whatever, timing was probably just bad. Do you think we're going to see BG playing on Monday night for once, or do you think they're just going to?
yeah, he'll probably come in full. He'll probably do a couple of snaps probably.
Because I
I would
mean,
like to see him in there.
I don't see him being full time because he's. I just don't feel like that would be fair.
No, he's not. No, because they already said that
Yeah,
he's gonna be on rotation because they want to make sure they preserve him because
yeah.
I'm not trying to burn him out quick either.
I'm about to
So
say that was my fear, but as long as he said he was never ready to retire and he means it, then
they said he was
hell
already
and high
working
water.
out because he wasn't sure if he wanted to go to begin with.
Yeah,
So
and you know what? And look, I feel like a lot of players say that, but time always tells. Like once you get on the field, like maybe you should have kept your ass home. You know what I mean? You know, i.e. Carson
yeah,
Wentz getting hurt again. So I feel like with Carson, it's the same thing. I feel like you should just keep your ass retired. And not that he ever did, but I feel like it's silent, silent subliminal messages like Carson Wentz, stay the freak home.
yeah, but between the two of them, that's a different whole, completely different story
I
though.
know, I know. I just feel like, you know, he's never gonna get away from a bad injury that keeps him out for the season. It's really sad. I
Yeah, I
was
know. I mean, that offensive line was like a turnstile too, so he just kept getting run over anytime he
you
turned
know,
around.
I'm always shocked at how tall and big he is in person because he always towers over people when they show him next to like a coach or somebody talking. I'll be like,
Mhm.
God dang, he's so tall. But
Yeah.
he can't stay healthy to save a damn. But he tried. I mean, I give him credit, but it also made me think of when that time he came back before that 2020 season, and then they found out that he wasn't honest up front about the back injury that he had that they didn't find out till mid-season when it got worse. And I always feel like Carson is the king of
Mhm.
like, I can deal with it. I'll just keep playing when they're like, no, you shouldn't have did that because it could be worse. I just feel like part of it is his own stubbornness that makes him a target. But
I also
going,
think our
go
I
ahead,
think
go ahead.
our medical staff wasn't that great either back then. So
No, you're right because I
we
think
didn't
that was
have a
also
good
the year
medical
that
staff
everybody was
back
hurt,
then.
right? That was the year
Hmm.
where we like lost half the offensive squad
Yeah,
because Lane
it
and
was like,
everybody
wait,
was
what happened?
down bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right because there were jokes that we needed to fire everybody, and I think after that year, where they did finally. But all right, so moving on, we have to just talk a little bit about the Sixers, just because they have had such a phenomenal early start and they're showing, and I
Hmm.
can't watch most of these games. I have to settle for highlights on the Fire Stick NBA channel, but I'm kind of glad I do because I think some of these games came down to the wire. And apparently, last night's game versus the Bulls, who are number one in the East, they lost to by a bucket. So I'm kind of glad I didn't sit there and be
Yeah,
pissed off and watch that game. Did you watch it?
it came down to the end. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
listened to the last part of it. I watched part of it and listened to the last part because
yeah,
I had to go home. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, not one person on the team shot well on the floor. So,
Mm.
I mean, they had 45 points going in. Was it? They had 70 something going into the
Into the halftime, right?
going into halftime. Yeah. So it just
So they
shows
just
you, like in the
lost
fourth,
steam.
they just tanked it in going in.
Yeah,
I mean, and yeah, blame Embiid for he missed a couple shots, but he also blocked a bunch of shots at the end. So if he
right.
wasn't in the game, they would have scored on us.
Yeah.
He helped us in the game, but he just didn't help us by making any shots that he went for. But
I mean,
you
Embiid's an
know, it's
easy
still
target when
early.
they lose. They always want to get on Embiid because he's still getting his legs, and so
Yeah,
it's very easy to point the finger
but
at
five.
Embiid. But
Hey, look, I'll take 5-2. I mean,
5-2 is not bad at
are they
all.
5-2 now? Yeah, I mean, they're five and
Yeah,
two
it's
now.
them and the Bulls
So
basically in that division that are going to be head to head, and I
and
feel
they'll
like they might even
yeah.
be in a play-in tournament this year if they keep fucking around the way they're doing. They can most likely win a
Uh,
play-in tournament, you know. But um,
we got a lot of games left to
oh
even
yeah,
say anything.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I still hate the whole play-in tournament thing, but I see how it motivates guys to stay engaged early in the part of the season because 82 games is a lot, and I can see how guys can tap out early if they know they got a trash team. You know what I mean? Like you can tell the teams that just mail it in, you know, most of the time. Um, but honestly, it's
Yeah,
very exciting to see how early success. But apparently last night too was Maxi's birthday, so I felt even worse when I saw they lost because I was like, oh, it's his birthday and they lost. But Maxi apparently was the one going ham. I heard in the
yeah,
first
and he
half.
always has a good game on his birthday. He still scored like 30 something. Yeah,
Yeah,
he scored over 30 points. I mean,
yeah,
VJ had a show had a double double. So I mean, they're playing well as a team. I mean, and they're getting one thing that we have like this year that we have not
yeah.
had in a long time is that we're getting points off the bench.
Okay.
I mean, you got Quentin Grimes coming off the bench and scoring like 20 points.
Oh God, yes.
Remember the times that we would barely get 10 points
10 points
out of the whole
off the
bench?
bench. Yeah, yep,
Yeah. Now we
yeah,
got a guy who's doing 20 points sometimes at night when he comes in. So I
yeah.
mean
It's
that's a
refreshing.
blessing right there.
It's a
Yeah.
refreshing, and it also I think it'll force Embiid to play the role that he's basically born to play. He doesn't have to score all the time. He can just concentrate on
Yeah.
defense. He can keep his body fresh. You know, they're rotating him in and out.
Yeah.
I just
It's
think it
just that
makes
he's not developing a rhythm yet. That's all. I mean, he doesn't have a rhythm
no, and
yet.
that's obvious. That's why I think it's very easy for people to target when they lost these two games. But
Yeah.
honestly, you can see as soon as he, like he said, he starts to build a rhythm, they probably decide to pull him, and he's like, "Damn it, I was on a roll." Like, but I think when they feel like they can trust him is when he won't have a minute restriction. But I mean, honestly, that's been his whole career because majority
Yeah.
of his injuries have happened every year, and at some point he's coming back from some kind of rehab. So that's just been his
Hmm.
life. That's just a blessing and a curse for him being a 7 foot. And now that I realize too, it's also a because AD over there, where is AD? He's on the Mavericks. He got hurt again. AD
Hmm.
is always hurt. So I'm just convinced now, and what I'm learning from watching shout out to Club 520 is that they say guys with that kind of build will always be injured because their body's
Oh, big
developed and
men. Oh,
moving.
yeah.
Yeah, they're always moving. It moves in a different way. They can't move like the other guys can. So I think the blessing and the curse to Embiid with him being able to shoot three, you know, 3 pointers and also dunk, which
Hmm.
we probably is limited now with his knee.
Like, we don't want him dunking. No.
We don't want him dunking because the last time he tried to, he re-injured himself again. So, and he's scary when he dunks. Let's be honest. When he gets hype and he dunks, he could kill somebody. Like, let's keep it funky because that's the last time he injured himself was he forgot himself and took flight and was like, oh shit, this is why I can't
Hmm.
dunk, and he hurt
Like,
himself worse. So
this is why I
yeah,
shouldn't dunk. Right?
right. So all right, so honestly, like I said, the play-in tournament they did lose that last matchup to the Celtics, but I feel like they could have won that game. So the one thing that's more
Yeah, that was a
interesting
close
about
game. Yeah.
it was a close game. So and they beat them the first time they played the Celtics. So there's definitely going to be more of a rivalry with those teams now because they still don't have Tatum back on the Celtics. So I think that's going to be more of an exciting of a matchup now.
He's not gonna be back for a year for the year. I think he
Yeah.
missed the whole year. Yeah, so
So, you know, it's different now with just, I mean, Jaylen Brown, when he gets warmed up, you see what happens. But now we got to pay
yeah,
attention to the Bulls because the Bulls are a squad now. So now you got to see how the Bulls are gelling and how the Sixers have to approach them next matchup because clearly they figured out something besides the Sixers kind of blowing, you know, the lead. There's obviously some matchups that they took advantage of for them to come in and let those two white
yeah.
boys take over.
They took their foot off the gas and they shouldn't have. So I mean,
Right. I
yeah,
mean,
they'll learn from that mistake. This team moves. One thing I like about the team is they're fun to watch because
yeah.
they're fast. They're pretty fast,
Yep.
and that's it's really they score quickly. So I mean, as long as they and they're young too. I mean, these guys came back yesterday.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
that's
remember
right.
what
McCame's back.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what his line was though, so I'm not sure.
Apparently he didn't do much, but it's expected because you know he's coming back from injury. They said that he was more
Yeah.
defensive assist side than points. He didn't score any points.
Hmm.
But I look at it from the perspective of that you have to, like you said, consider the youthful movement that they have to do right now because they just need to.
Hmm.
And I think that I'm kind of glad Quentin Grimes never got the deal he wanted because I feel like he did add a lot last season when he came in half, you know, he was kind of like the Tobias that we always wanted. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So I just feel like he's an added plus to what they're trying to do. And I think that, like you said, I didn't think I would ever be excited to see them again for a while because it just seemed impossible to get a successful chemistry going. But the kids is all right. Max is happy.
Yeah.
Him and VJ are bonding. They already got their little victory dance together. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean? They're so cute. And so
Yeah.
I'm happy
Yeah.
just as to hear and to see the potential that this season will bring because fans want them to win. It's not like
Hmm.
we didn't want to go in the team into the season dreading it, even though I kind of was because I was like, I don't even want to try to get into the Sixers. But I just feel like they're demanding that attention right now. Um,
Yeah.
so I think they play tonight right against who? Chicago? No, no, not Chicago. Who was it tonight? Because it's a back to back. That should be quick.
Um,
Hold on, I'm gonna
it's not
look.
the magic. It's not the magic, is it? Was it?
No, because it kind of shocked me when I saw it because I was like, oh crap. Oh damn it. I know they're playing tonight though, because someone said it's a back to back, so they had to kind of get over that loss really quick.
Yeah, and shake it off. Yep.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers. Yep.
Okay.
So I think they're doing this is a road trip, so they're in Cleveland. So they're gonna be on a road trip for a
Okay.
while. But yeah, they're exciting. I'm excited. Sidetrack. I don't know if you know. Well, you probably no, you probably would know. So you know that Goddard, Dallas Goddard's gonna be a father, right? Him and the
No, I
missus.
wasn't really.
Yeah,
I thought
I
I
know
heard
you
something
wouldn't.
about. I thought I heard something about that, but I didn't really look
Yeah.
into it. So
So I'm just letting you know that if I seem a little down for the season, not talking about him as much, I'm seeing the little Wawa shorts with him and the shorty and her big stomach, and I'm just like, all right, okay, I'm happy for you. Anyway, but no,
yeah,
but I'm excited for the more games. I don't know too. When I send you the screenshots of that page, Jalenisms of the person that does the
that's so funny.
I love it. So if you are on Twitter or X,
They're
make sure
great.
you follow the guy that does Jalenisms. And they're basically a parody of all the kind of sayings that Jalen kind of comes up with without them not really being his direct quotes, but they're
Yeah,
so
well, I love
timely.
how they don't make sense either. It's great.
They
Like,
really and they don't have to, but there are a couple that I've been like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm feeling that. I'm sorry. I
Uh,
know it doesn't have to make sense, but sometimes it's deep. But I'm just wondering if somebody has told him because I know he's not on social media like that, but I know his mom is.
yeah.
I'm hoping somebody told Miss Pamela Hertz and was like, "You have to follow this page. This dude be on it. He be posted. He was like, I was on a bye week and I still won. Still climbing up mountains, Jalenisms.
Yeah,
Because everybody was saying, how did the Eagles win on the bye week?
well, that's what all the sports shows are saying. So it's like, damn,
Yeah,
the Eagles won on the bye week.
yeah.
It's like they made the best trades, and then they also gained leads in the division, like because every team lost.
Everybody
And
lost.
it's like,
Oh God! And
wow.
shout out to Jaden Daniels. Get well soon. That was a hard. I glad I didn't see the injury because I fell asleep during that game. But
Oh my God,
when
I saw it and
I
I
heard of it,
cringed.
I was
I
glad I didn't
cringed.
see.
I
Ugh.
watched it and I cringed. It was so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
because he's already a thin dude, so I was like, I don't need to see that. I can
the
imagine.
elbow is not supposed to do that. Like,
Oh,
no.
so these are the fears I have about guys like him that are so lean. You know what I mean? Like one day you are
Mhm.
going to, land the wrong way, and it's scary. Especially because the
Yeah.
team wasn't really doing anything. And before we end, do you really think he should have been taken out earlier? Do you think it would have mattered, even if he hadn't got injured, whether he was in there or not? He just wanted to get a
I
drive
mean,
in.
if they were already losing that bad, there was no point in getting that touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, and then again, I don't want him to
It's
get. I don't
50-50. I
want.
mean,
I don't want him to get the RG3 treatment. I think start having him being poorly coached and just use him until
yeah.
like throwing him into the grinder. I mean, that just sucks because then his career is going to be short, just like RG3 if that's the case.
Yeah. There were some tweets. I think his mom even put a tweet out there like, please stop putting the RG3 worries on my son and all this stuff. And I was like, it's kind of hard though, because it's,
He
you
got the
know,
same injury, almost well, not the same injury, but
but yeah,
uh,
same circumstance.
injury at the
Yeah.
same circumstance, at the same spot on the field
Yeah.
on the same day, which is
Uh,
wild. Like, it's just,
yeah.
I felt bad for him.
I felt
I
horrible
really
because
did.
I already felt like he knew a lot of stuff wasn't working. Like even when they had a good drive before I fell asleep, every time he was
Hmm.
like free and to run and stuff, they had to call it back because it was holding or something. And he was just shaking his head like, God dang, like it's like pulling teeth to get this drive together, you know? And then
Did they talk about his X-rays yet or no? I didn't see anything else. So
no, I just know that they said out indefinitely. That was the last thing I saw. But also, I'm not on my
mm,
phone as much because we're not allowed to be on our phones that much during the week. So it's like I've been behind. But I know that the last thing I saw was out indefinitely. So I just feel
mm.
bad for Mariota because he can't do shit. So so I'm telling you, them Commander fans are like back in the hole. They're like, God, can't have anything. We can't have anything.
Can't have nice things. Nope.
Can't have nice things. Meanwhile, we over here, 2 rings deep. You would think that nobody would think Philly would even be worthy of such riches that we would actually be the ones winning on a bye week. We didn't even go to work.
Hmm.
So
And
what
we
is
had to work,
life,
and
Eddie? What is life?
we're looking at embarrassment of riches right now. We got
I'm
like
just saying,
plenty of
10 years ago, did we
yeah.
think this was going
So
to be us? Was this going to be life 10 years ago? Hell no.
no, no.
Anyway. All right. Well, that was our recap. It was long overdue, co-ed edition. My boy Eddie B, get well soon. As you know, you've been going through it. But we will talk definitely after next week's game because I'm so eager for some more Eagles football at this point. I've been watching a lot of other football, and
Oh
after a
yeah.
while you just get sick. You feel like there's a void. When you see so many other games, you're like, oh God, this is just dumb. It's just dumb. Like I did some laundry. I'm still bored. But we will be
Hmm.
talking next time to reconnect. And in the meantime, go Sixers. Oh, Flyers is kicking ass too. They won last night. So shout out to the Fly
Yeah.
guys. And the Union, I think, are still in their playoffs, right? The Philadelphia
No, they're
Union.
still in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
they
know
were
what
going on the second
they
round last time I saw something. But
because
shout
they
out to the
won the first
Union.
game. I didn't see the second one. So
Yes, yeah. I
yes.
just knew they were moving on. So that's as far as I know.
Oh
But either
yes.
way,
Yes.
we in the vibes. Enjoy the rest of the sports that are still there, but Eagles come back soon. We can't wait. All right, until then, fly Eagles fly. Co-ed edition, we out.
Oh.
Take care, y'all. Bye bye.